changing a little bit. This is an invitation to just tell a story on each other. Could you think of a story or an example that shows when you feel most loved by each other?
We have I'm a very tactile person. I don't know how I got that way. I think my mom tells me stories of rubbing me on the back when I was a little guy in 1943 to help me go to sleep, and she said I just loved it. With this back surgery I had 3 years ago now, I've had a lot of nerve pain that's gone down my legs into my feet as these nerves regrow. Weird stuff, like shooting hot pains and things like that. Faye is not into massage or anything like that. It's not what she does. But every night, and even when I say, no, you don't have to do it, she walks in and she rubs my feet. And she puts me to bed every night. And then she walks around and turns off the light, takes the glasses off my face, and leans over and gives me a kiss. And I'm in heaven. And I know how much I'm loved. And that's just one little tiny piece of that thing I call devotion that I experience every night. And that keeps the train on the track. It really does. That reminds me of what a wonderful place I am in. And I am dug in. A lot of other examples, but that one, that's pure. That is a pure example of love and devotion that I just quite, by the grace of God, fell into, was given to me.
I think I most feel loved by Steve when he can witness my pain. When I ask him basically through my angst or my tears or my anger to see me. And he can hang in there so long to get it all from me, whether it's real pleasant or it's difficult or it's treacherous. But he just doesn't move. He's just there. And that's something I've never had in my life, where my dad was emotionally unavailable. My mom was cold. I learned warmth from a church community, from a faith community who reached out, but I've never lived with it. And so for me, I mean, I was watching myself for a while. It was like every 3 months I would just go, I just can't get out of the office here at the house. I'm just working all the time. His ability to hear that, and there's no remainder. There's nothing that's carried after that. It's just like, okay. So he's like the perfect person. He's a perfect receptacle for me to put some of that raw stuff in, because he doesn't move. The receptacle never goes away. It never diminishes, and it's like it has total trust that I'm going to be just fine. I mean, what's communicated is, you can do this. Yeah, I hear you, but this is, yeah, I have confidence. Very few words. It's just really a witness. And that sits with this other piece that I know I'm loved when I see the generosity of his spirit. He is, I would say, a person that has such a generous spirit towards the world, his friends, his people, family, his work. He's a giver. He gives more than he takes. And so that concept of always giving, I know that that's another expression of his love for me. He works so hard and has so much to give, and he gives it all. So when I think of a container that just wants to give and a container that can hold, I mean, to me, that's how I experience love now. It's like a very mature love that I have never, ever had. Because I was always afraid that I'd tip the container over if I put too much in it, or it would fall over because it didn't really want to participate or whatever. But it's like, this is a real deal. This is...